Good morning, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Super appreciative everybody could come here, take a little time today, spend a little bit of time. Just we never really a lot of work goes into all these projects all the time, and we get so used of just getting one and moving on to the next one or the multiple we have. We never take some time to just kind of sit, celebrate of some of the good things we're able to do, especially with all our partners and everybody that's helped. So, why are we here? What are we doing today? We're sitting here graciously. The owner of the BP station at 109 and CC, said we could utilize a little corner of the parking lot. Antioch Baptist Church down the road has been helping us with parking. They've been partners even while we've been here too and doing all this stuff. It's been quite a while, through a number of years. We've had individuals just saying that, hey, there are times here at this intersection, it's a four-way stop, that it just gets kind of overly congested. Is there, what kind of work is in the program in the future? What can we do? What type of applications can happen? We were looking, at different things we could do. A lot of folks were just asking about a signal, but the more we looked at it, it just didn't make sense. It didn't really work enough. So we kind of go back to that drawing board and say, what is a good application that could help? We got morning and afternoon times here that it gets kind of overly bogged down, but then in the middle of the day, it's just free flowing and great. Also, if you're coming from the valley, maybe over the weekend, heading down to Six Flags, I do it all the time coming from church. You can get stuck there too. So it's just mediocre times of heavy congestion, but then free flow other times. So when we kind of worked through and remodeling, it looked like it'd be a great candidate for a roundabout at this location. So, when you get a roundabout, it at times, like a signal, it can function with those high congestion times, letting people flow, but then keeps the free flow during the times where there's not as much traffic. Not to mention, it does cut down on some of those conflict points where incidents can happen within. So, going from there, we had our idea, we had a great estimate. We moved forward. We applied for what we call congestion mitigation and air quality funds. Those are federal funds set aside for those. A lot of people may hear the acronym CMAQ. That's what we're talking about. And we were awarded those funds. Once we get those, the clock starts. We got our design going through certain right-of-way aspects and going through final plans and moving on. So, we put out our own kind of request for services. We got a lot of letters of interest. We had Tricia Bowler and Allison Graves are here from CDI. They were our consultants out there. They also helped out. We got Dan Shane from HR Green. He helped with a lot of the different traffic stages and the way this roundabout went in. It went in sections, and they helped us with all those traffic phases and everything that went in. Super appreciative of all the residents. I know we've been here since last February. We had some closures. Contractor did fantastic trying to hit those milestone dates. We tried to make those as minimum, as painless as possible, but it's just part of getting the work done. Once we got a final set of plans complete, it's working through those final plans. 109 and CC is quite the little nexus of the St. Louis district here. You can, if you head down south behind me, you're going down Etherton Road, which is a county road, which we have Councilman Harder is here. We also have my counterpart area engineer, Adam Spector. He's also here, just representing the county. You head down CC, you got a MoDOT road, but then you're heading down into Chesterfield the same way there. So we got the city of Chesterfield that's represented by Mayor Dan Hurt. We have Public Works Director Jim Eckridge that we were working with as well. You head the other way down CC or 109, you got a MoDOT and a Wildwood Road. So we have Mayor Joe Garantino here. We have other representatives, Chesterfield representatives too that I forgot. I'm sorry. We have the Ward Ford Council members. We have Marilyn Hanson and Gary Booter here. We've been working. We just, for a little four-way stop, we got everybody's hands in the pot here that we get to work with, all these partners. So it's been a really, really great project to work with everybody that's been here. Once we got those final plans and put them out to bid, we were able to work, and Millstone Weber was our winning contractor that got there. They're represented behind me as well. We got the chief operating officer. We got Brent Lennon's here. The project manager is Mike Simo. He's been working with us, all our weekly meetings, everything coming through, keeping it going. The project superintendent is Jim Deadhart. That construction team works with our own construction team out of the Chesterfield project office that's run by our resident engineer, Chris Morgan. We got our assistant resident engineer, Tyler Walk. And then the main inspector that's been out here for the most part, Jaden Jimenez, he's been the guy that everybody's been working with. So, started back in February 25, and where are we? I mean, you got about 300 tons of new asphalt, 7,700 tons of brand new concrete, and overall, with all the different traffic switches, about 31,500 linear feet of new striping and all this stuff. I could go on about all the fun stuff that went in, but it's just take all that, and we got it behind me. So we just wanted to take a little bit of time. That's how we got here. A lot of work, a lot of help from everyone. The contractor came in right away, had a value engineering idea. There's about 400 feet of new wall. They eliminated some of the wall that was put in using that value engineer program and working with the city of Wildwood, which was fantastic, going through, making those remediations. For such a small little four-way stop, there's a whole lot going on here. And for an easier project, there's a lot of coordination, and we appreciate everybody's help on that. That's kind of how we got here. There's still some more work to do. We're cleaning up, but this roundabout we're going to cut it. It's open. Everybody's been driving through it, and I hope everybody's been appreciating everything that's been going on. So, as I go forward, some of our partners here, I just want to bring some up that want to come and talk about all the coordination and help and how these projects help throughout. Going to start off on St. Louis County side. Councilman Harder's going to say a few words, and then we'll keep going through. So thank you. Right. so Ryan Piercy, it's RyanPearcy, area engineer for MoDOT.
Thank you, Ryan. I just want to say a few words. We've got more people that need to speak, but this is a great project. And as he said, this is a nexus of a whole bunch of different jurisdictions that he's already mentioned about this project. The good thing is that the traffic is moving now. This is a very busy intersection. You've been here a few minutes, and you can see the amount of traffic that has moved through this intersection at this point of day. And you can imagine what it's like at 5 o'clock in the evening or 8 o'clock in the morning, and if you see, everything's moving. And if you've been here before, it was like playing Frogger at this stop sign, and traffic would back up in all directions, and everybody's just taking their time to get through the intersection. So now people will be able to move through here faster and get to where they need to go a lot faster. So thank you for all those that have worked hard on this project and kept this on track, and hopefully under budget. And hopefully we'll see more of these. This is the headquarters or the nexus for roundabouts in the world, I think, in Wildwood, right, Mayor? This is number 4 or 5? Six roundabouts in almost about a 5-mile stretch of property. So if you like to work roundabouts and learn about roundabouts, come out to Wildwood and go around and around. So without that, Ryan, who's next? Joe, Mayor of Wildwood.
Yeah, definitely want Mayor Guarantee to come up. They've been great, not just to mention great on this project alone and some of the value engineering work that's been going on, but they're a great partner. Obviously, as Mark just said, you go down, we have a number of projects that we've done. Everyone knows, I've even said, hey, people are worried about this roundabout here. I go, oh, hey, if you're not quite used to it, just go a little bit south. We got plenty for you to practice on. It's good. And City of Wildwood's been really good. Their emphasis on safety. We've done multiple projects with them, continuing to do multiple projects with them in the future. And they're really pushing forward with some of the safety, kind of calming down traffic and just making a good overall system within their city. So without further ado, please welcome Mayor Joe Garantano from Wildwood.
Well, thank you, Ryan. Good morning to everyone here. Great to be here to celebrate the opening of this roundabout. So a couple of just remarks here. This project is more than just a roadway here. It's an investment in safety, and we've seen that a lot in Wildwood, as Mark just mentioned how many we have in Wildwood. We have 6. That it definitely improves the traveler's experience when you don't have to worry about waiting for a signal or making a left turn. So this is one of the busiest intersections in our area here. And, with this roundabout, it's going to make it easier and safer for families, students, commuters to get to where they need to go. So I do want to thank all the folks that have been involved in this project, our partners with MoDOT, the cities of Chesterfield, St. Louis County, the contractors, and everyone who has worked together to bring this project to life. And I feel that partnerships like this definitely allow, especially like with the work that Ryan mentioned in Wildwood, it allows us to keep moving forward, but staying true to values of being smart and being thoughtful with the way that we do the work. So it's great to see this investment in infrastructure for this area. And our residents are already commenting how great it is. And as you know, we did mention we have 6 roundabouts. Now I start getting calls about why we start seeing tornadoes in Wildwood. So I don't know what the roundabouts have something to do with them. But anyway, thank you all for the opportunity and again the great partnership by everyone. Thanks.
Yeah. Lastly, I'll bring up Mayor Dan Hurt for the city of Chesterfield. He's going to talk. We got a number of projects and partners that we do with them on top of other ones. They got some big stuff coming down the pipeline. We coordinate. We work with everyone. You know, it's not just MoDOT and MoDOT roadways that are part of our life here. We have a number of different cities, municipalities, and counties, and we appreciate all the partnerships we can do when we can make our system work together perfectly. So last but not least, Mayor Dan Hurt.
Thank you. My name is Dan Hurt. I'm the mayor of Chesterfield, and with me is the Ward 4 council members who represent the citizens in this part of our city. We have Merrill Hansen and Gary Bedore. They are all here with me to support everything our previous speakers have said. It is an honor to work with our partners that we all want good design, and that's what they offer us, both MoDOT and the county, and even our partner to the south, our neighbor, Wildwood, and they are working on their design to the roundabout type situation. We, as a city, since we became a city in 1988, we have always considered infrastructure design a key element of that development, as we got other developments going on in that city at this time, very big ones. And we need that infrastructure around us and through our city to make this a pleasure to live in this area and to access all the amenities and services that are provided within the city of Chesterfield. This particular location is even more important going forward in the future, because that's the hardest job we have, is looking that far in the future. And the reason why is because it connects not only the city of Wildwood with the city of Chesterfield, but it also is a en route coming all the way from Eureka all the way up to Highway 40, which in the future will become more and more and more of an important route for both residents and commercial operations. And we're hoping it expands even more in the future, because the traffic down the west end of our valley is already starting to expand with our development down there. And it's probably even going to get more congested if we don't stay ahead of it. And this roundabout is one design that keeps it moving. As you can tell by watching it, it keeps it moving. And as Councilman Harder said, it was a lot worse before we had the roundabout, and it certainly will improve things. So we're hoping that this is an example of moving forward in the future of good design, helping us solve the problems that will be coming in the future to our cities and our county and our state. And we're hoping it will stay ahead of that, so it's not hard on the people we represent. So again, we want to thank our partners. They've done a great job, and we look forward to working with them in the future. Thank you very much.
So yeah, no, appreciate all that. Now I would like to bring up our leader here at the St. Louis District Office for our MoDOT. This is our district engineer, Tom Blair.
All right, good morning, everybody. For the media partners, I am Tom Blair. That's TOMBLAIR. I'm the district engineer for MoDOT. That means I'm responsible for MoDOT throughout the St. Louis region, the great team, Ryan and Chris and everybody you mentioned earlier that helped deliver this project. Isn't it a great time to kick off Labor Day weekend with a great ribbon cutting? Hey, isn't this awesome? I mean, I hope all our media partners and everybody really get this message out there, because not all of St. Louis comes through here, but a lot of St. Louis comes through here, and we actually need to take this moment in time and celebrate. As the district engineer responsible for MoDOT, I get to go to a lot of ribbon cuttings, groundbreakings. My team has heard me preach a lot. With the increased state fuel tax, 5 years ago, the governor and the legislature increased our state fuel tax. They made this possible. They gave us access to the state funds that then Ryan talked about we could match with additional federal funds to make this improvement happen. And as a result of that increased state fuel tax, I expect in the St. Louis region, you're going to see more and more ribbon cuttings like this all across the St. Louis region. But today, here we are in West St. Louis County with our local partners to celebrate this successful project. I want to thank the Millstone Weber team, the CDI team, and their other team members that helped design and construct this, the MoDOT team that helped inspect this, make sure we got quality work. I want to thank the property owners that are here today, too, because I talked to some of them. And this had an impact. A year and a half worth of construction. It wasn't all smooth every day during construction, and we appreciate everyone's patience. And I just listening to all you talk and being here, it just reinforces me how important it is to take a moment in our lives and to celebrate these successes. Now from here on, all the property values, everything's roses, right? Moving on here. We're no longer stopped at those stop signs playing Frogger anymore. So it's a really great time. And I want to thank everybody. And last but not least, Ryan Piercy for leading our team through this. So thank you, everybody. Let's cut this ribbon.
Whoever's in the middle, just can they pin that microphone?
No, you guys.
Yeah, you guys cut it
Ryan
on there. I don't want to slice and dice.
Ryan on there, we have to hold it tight, right? So that we actually cut. He's saying whoever's going to cut the ribbon, you got to put the mic on.
Really?
You want to cut it?
All right.
Let's go.
Okay. What, you want me to say something? Or?
No.
Just so that they can get sound for the.
You hold the top, and I'll hold the bottom.
Don't cut it yet. Let Ryan get over there.
Watch it. My belt.
We got it.
Everybody? 1, 2, 3.
There we go. Good work. Good work. Good job.
Good job.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Good to see
For your
you.
support. Thanks for taking time.
How's things
Don't
going?
forget to get that.
Oh, yeah.
Bye, we have a good day.
And a perfect day.